Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Turin here with another Warhammer Total War live battlecast. In this particular game, we are going to play the Napoleon Dawi against the Empire. So again, continuing on that nice tradition here, and hopefully we can continue the good streak. So one runesmith gonna have all the deals except only the Rune of Ratharoon, excuse me. And the other one is going to have everything, including the Master Rune of Grungni, which is very, pertinent against the Empire, because they will bring crossbows, handgunners, all that kind of fun stuff. So on top of that, we're just going to have a front line of Dwarf Warriors who are going to be made very, very cost efficient by THORGRIM. He'll actually put their melee attack up to 30, which is quite formidable. On top of that, we're going to get two Longbeards with great weapons, one of them being the Regiment of Renown, the Grumbling Guard. So on top of that, we're going to get two cannons, very, very good at putting down Demogryph Knights and other Empire Cav. And this is a somewhat open field map, so the cannons are going to be, pretty strong here. I'm tempted to get three cannons actually. I just feel like that's asking for punishment, So let's actually just get three groups of Thunders here, and then on top of that, I want to cut a little bit more money to allow me. If I cut that, that's a pretty expensive one, the Deadly Onslaught. If I cut that though, I can get another group of Dwarf Warriors, which actually isn't bad because. The one thing with this army is I do have a lot of vulnerabilities in having so much ranged. So, having extra resources to allocate to my defenses is very, very important. So I think we have enough armor piercing for sure. If those Thunders can get a decent line of sight and can fire, and man, it's really tempting to actually just get another cannon. Just to, if he does decide to play the Siege Warfare game with me, just to absolutely shut down that whole situation. But still, I think the three Thunders is such a big investment though. And the cannons are a little bit more safe, I think. But do we want to do that? No, let's just go with it. We've already committed, guys. We're going balls deep. You can't pull out once you're in. So we got to do our thing. Hopefully things will go well. We will see. High King Thorgrim's ready to settle some grudges for sure. All the launch day Dwarf versus Empire games, they definitely need to be settled. So those were some miserable times for sure when the Empire cannons had like, what was it, 440 range, and the Dwarf ones had 420, so they could just kill your cannons before you could get to theirs. And then on top of that, greatswords were just so strong. So they just had these excellent armor-piercing options against you. They would just go cannons and just freaking, nets of Amnatok. Just kill your cannons, lock you down, just drag you into the mud. Those were good times. But right now we should be good. I think the Dwarves are in a much better place for sure. And either that or people have just learned how to play them better, which is probably just the reality of the situation. So we're going to pull these cannons right here, and we probably want to split them up a little bit. I'm so lazy about this, but this is a nice little slope right here. As you guys can see, there's like a hill. So let's actually put them here and put these guys up on the high ground. Because you see they get a nice little angle here. So we're going to put our Thunders in the front line, and we're going to put our Dwarf Warriors. It's actually nice having like so much infantry. I usually play fairly elite builds, but I've been experimenting and trying to branch out a little bit lately, and it's been a good learning experience for sure. Put these guys here. We're going to put the armor-piercing guys in the secondary line. We don't want them taking missile fire nor the initial charge. And these Dwarf Warriors here. Oh, I forgot Slayers. Darn it, that's what I was forgetting. Oh well, so we're going to put two Dwarf Warriors on guard duty there. So they're going to be part of the kind of the standard formation, and we're going to put those Dwarf Warriors here. So this will be actually our mobile force right here. And sometimes it kind of screws up the deployment. Yeah, there we go. And these cannons can be a group too, and these Dwarf Warriors can literally just be on guard duty. So if he does decide to bring cav or anything, these guys would be the answer. So he is deployed somewhat far back. You can see he doesn't have any cannons. He does have some Demogryph Knights, which the Demogryph Knights are like the best possible target for these freaking cannons. They will just absolutely destroy those guys. So we're actually just going to posture up like right here. Just kind of wait and feel it out and see what my opponent decides to do. If he wants to march in the open field, I'm totally fine with a little Napoleonic warfare. A lot of greatswords. He does have a single group of handgunners who will just get absolutely destroyed by my Thunders. So he is kind of coming around the flank here, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any volleys off. He might just like run straight for the tree line. Still, I think it's like worth trying to get. And with this group, I think I might just like start shooting at these greatswords. Or those are Sigmar Sons. Those are swordsmen. Does he have greatswords here? What the heck? Why does he have all these swordsmen? He probably has greatswords in the back. So we're actually just going to shoot at these handgunners right now and just do the best we can there. Let's actually just pull them like so, like that. That should be fine. Hopefully they won't obstruct any of the cannon fire there. So we are able to get a shot on those Demogryph Knights actually and put them down to 14 models very, very quickly, which is quite nice. These Thunders here, he is going to fly over with Karl Franz. So I am tempted to actually like leave a group over here and just kind of put them back here on the guard duty as well. So obviously can fend off Karl Franz and can help with those other units as well. So we have the Dwarf Warriors here. They're ready to go. And the cannon fire is doing okay. But I think we should honestly just switch all to the cav. The cav is just like going to be the big threat. I think we can win the infantry battle with THORGRIM and all those other kind of auxiliary support units. And so Franz, we're going to just put these guys right here and just get ready to pressure. keep these Dwarf Warriors in the wings, and I think we're good. So let's go ahead and just start punishing these handgunners. Let's just freaking do it. Let's go full Napoleon. These guys are going to literally get gunned down so badly. I mean, just look at that HP. And my Thunders and their return volley just took nothing. So, you know, Dwarf Thunders, definitely an absolute force to be reckoned with. So we're going to pull these guys here, pull these guys here, and pull these guys here. So it looks like he is going to charge in, which is pretty ballsy, I would say, but it's probably at the end of the day, it's not a terrible choice. His cav, you can see those Demogryph Knights, there's literally 2 of them left, so definitely not a good situation with my opponent. Let's go ahead and shoot here and pull these Dwarf Warriors right here, and he is going to charge in actually in my front line of Thunders here, so we're going to pull these guys back now. They've served their purpose, so let's actually pull these guys in here, get my THORGRIM in there as well, and kind of just get ready to fight. So you can see his cav are taking a bit of a beating, so we're going to pull these Thunders back here, and I think these cannons can start just shooting at Karl Franz now, which is fine. So we're going to pull these guys back, get these Thunders back up on this little lip right here. It's going to be really, really nice and juicy. So we're going to go here, keep these guys going, and just keep these guys fighting, and I think we have a pretty good situation here. So we're going to collapse there. And in the front line, it's about time for the infantry battle to start, so we're going to engage here and just try and create like a Death Star, essentially. So we're going to go here, here, and here. Make sure to use these runes of Wrath and Rune every chance you get. It's very important in the long game. So we're going to get our armor-piercing troops, and we can put one on Karl. We can put one over here on these swordsmen, and these Thunders here. They did a pretty good job routing off these cav, and he did knock me off the cannons, which is very annoying in terms of micro purposes. So we're going to go here, and these guys need to just regroup here. Also, these guys can also shoot here. So these Dwarf Warriors are going to need to scurry over here and help out because he does have a lot of troops. THORGRIM's doing pretty well in the front line. I feel like my infantry corps is very, very strong. These Thunders are now shooting. These Dwarf Warriors should be able to intercept those guys, and you can see his Empire Captain is just awkwardly kind of sitting here. Cannons are back online. Let's go ahead and get these guys going here. And does he have any cav scurrying around? We can actually just keep the cannons, like just shooting at these cav. Let's just put them down just so I don't have any threats to have to worry about. The Thunders have a great position here on the hill, and they're just able to just tee off on Karl there. So very, very happy about that particular situation. I still have some time on the runes of Wrath and Rune. It's very important to be checking those perpetually. But the Thunders, this is a great map for them. They're really thriving here. And Karl, though he's like, you know, pretty entrenched in the melee, he's going to have a hard time. And you can see his cav like aren't happily finding a home. It's very, very awkward for them to kind of like circle around and find a good place. So we're going to turn this group of Thunders, pull this group of Dwarf Warriors over to help out. And these guys we might want to pull across, get these Dwarf Warriors in here to help out. But unfortunately, you know, I am going to take that beating, you know, on the chin. He is using regrowth on Karl to help with the physical resistance and those other attributes. And he does detach Karl finally, you know, realizing that, you know, he needs to be helping. But in the back line, I think I'm doing okay. It's a little chaotic for sure. The cannons, you know, are being, you know, outmaneuvered slightly, but still, I think we're eventually starting to like get through here. He does have some handgunners back there and an Empire Captain, but these Demogryph Knights are quite low. I feel like I need, like, you know, my Lord, but you need THORGRIM in the front line. That's the issue. So we need to use the Rune of Wrath and Rune here, and we need to use the Rune of Wrath and Rune here as well. So we're just kind of using it on the quickest unit we can click, essentially, because it's a bit tricky to like just sit there looking for the right unit for so long, you know. So these Thunders we need to detach here. So when you get your backline swamped like this, guys, I recommend like splitting off into several directions, and just so if he decides to like invest in a chase on one unit, you know, he's gonna have to like actively micro to get them again. So Karl's right here. We should be able to get a little fire here, but let's go ahead and get these Dwarf Warriors here and pull them over on this hill, pull these Thunders back here and just have them regroup. And the cannons, we're just going to put them on Karl for now and just have them try and shoot him. It's going to be a little tough, but you can see they get a volley off there and make some good contact. So we're going to shoot here and here, and he's probably microing in the front line, which is fine. It's definitely what we want because I'm pretty sure we're winning this front line battle. I mean, I have a much stronger infantry corps with THORGRIM and then these runesmiths. You can see the Grumbling Guard, and I'm sure all my troops are fresh. So as long as we can, you know, survive this backline skirmish, I think we're okay. And you can see he's very actively microing Karl, which is fine because that probably means he's not putting that much effort into his front line. And the cannons are shooting in, doing a really, really good job. And these Dwarf Warriors are actually cleaning up these Demogryph Knights, and you know these guys are holding off the Empire Captains pretty well. So Rune of Wrath and Rune is up, so let's go ahead and use that again, and just use these buffs. And I believe he does have some great swords over here that we should probably use it on. To be honest, yes, let's use that on the great swords. And THORGRIM and the boys still just continuing to stomp the yard here. So let's actually get him on the Jade Wizard, see if we were able to do some work there. So Thunder is in the back, cannons are back online, they're still shooting. You know, it's a very ugly back situation here, but Karl's taking a ton of crossfire. You can see every time he goes after one group, he's taking fire from the other. So that's what I was telling you guys, like just switch and kind of set them in 3 separate areas like this. So if he comes after one, he's going to take fire from the other, et cetera, et cetera. So, you know, that's kind of a general strategy once your back line is compromised. And the cannon fire, though it's probably not making the best contact, it's still perpetually annoying him and just like very, very heavy pressure. And over here you can see these great swords are tied up. These long beards with great weapons, of course, are getting a little worn down. But look at this pocket of strength I have here. It's just so much stuff. So we want to check for runes, make sure we're good there. Got some Dwarf Warriors fighting in the back. Karl's just taking a beating from these Thunders. So let's see if we can shoot these guys down before they're able to get here. And let's send these Dwarf Warriors over here to help out. And let's start shooting at these Empire Captains. Man, look at the damage Karl's taking. He's taking a lot of beatings. And let's just keep those cannons on him. He is broken, so we might be able to actually just chase him off. And you can see these Thunders are able to break these guys. So let's go ahead and switch onto that Warrior Priest right there. I didn't even know he had a Warrior Priest, actually. which is interesting. So again, split them into 2 groups, form a little sandwich, make him run in between them, and that is all she wrote for that particular situation. So I think we were able to survive, guys. I really like this Napoleon build against the Dwarves. It's not against the Dwarves, against the Empire. I feel like it's quite strong. He has Sigmar Sons here fighting in the front line, but I believe that's all she wrote, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that Dawi battle. I've just been loving this build lately. I've been kind of fine-tuning it and getting used to playing it because it's a very different playstyle, but I honestly feel like it's optimal against the Empire. It's very, very good. So let's go ahead and look at the breakdown. And like honestly, the Dwarf Warriors, they hold it down. I mean, I don't think the Swordsmen were a great pick in the front line. I mean, even Halberdiers, but I guess the shields were decent against my Thunderers, right? He did absorb several lines of fire there. Bringing the single group of handgunners, it's not bad. The armor piercing's okay, but I guess a lot of people aren't expecting the kind of Napoleon style of dwarf play. But Cav against the dwarf cannons, man, you guys see how hard those Demogryph Knights got dumpstered. They literally just got like turned upside down and put in a trash can before the battle even started. And that was, in many ways, one of the major reasons he lost. Because, firstly, the cannons do so much model damage that they kill models instantly. So the Lore of Life isn't going to be very good against cannon fire. And Dwarf Warriors are just so resilient. They can hold down against Empire Cav all day. As you saw in the back line, they were able to really hold and allow those Thunderers to maneuver and really get some good crossfire. As far as his greatswords, I mean, they definitely underperformed. 30 and 11 kills. I mean, I even have a group of Dwarf Warriors that got 65 and 36 kills. And again, it's just a testament to how strong THORGRIM is for sure. But definitely a very fun game. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Very well played to my opponent, Savros. And look forward to seeing you again on Ladderbud. And I hope you guys enjoyed the Vengeance of High King THORGRIM. Have an excellent night and take care.